Alana.
Yes.
Jaylo.
Yes.
We are back together again.
Yes, we are.
December 11th.
Yes,
2020.
Yes, yep.
In your living room.
Yeah.
We can hear what sounds like rain. From your window.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
I'm doing better. I was really sleepy this morning.
I think I may have just interrupted you. You were about to say something else.
I did?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't, though.
No, I'm doing much better. I just had a nap and I must have needed it because I think I was out for almost 2 hours. I woke up a little bit and then I went back to sleep, but anyway.
I got over here at around 7:20. There was an Instacart order that was made.
Yep.
But we had to change a few things, and you had me log on as you on my phone.
Yes.
We did that. Mm-hmm. The lady comes. Mm-hmm. You go downstairs. She texts me. I call you and connect the two of you.
Yes.
My Jaylo comes upstairs.
Yes.
And then we head to the bedroom for some rest.
I was really tired.
Yes.
I'm not sure exactly what you were doing. Were you listening to something?
I started this audiobook about the final years of George Washington.
Oh, wow.
And so that's pretty interesting. But you were sleeping.
I was.
Yes.
Yeah, I just... I haven't been sleeping for the last few days, and I think it's because the weather is just getting colder, especially in the morning. And even when I was gone, I had a hard time going to sleep.
You came back here like 2 days ago.
I certainly did, yes.
The original plan was I was going to come here yesterday morning, but we talked Wednesday night, and it seemed like you needed a little bit of time to kind of chill out.
I certainly did, yeah.
So I spent an extra day at home. You got to hang out here. Mm-hmm. How was that experience? Because you've been around people for basically the last 2 months.
It feels like it. It definitely feels like it. Well, I think it was more like a month. But, well...
No, it's 2 months because your relative came here in like mid-October.
It was, oh yeah, you're right. You are right. Yes. Actually, you are correct. So it was 2 months. Okay. It was very nice. It was very nice. There's still some things I need to look for because, I'll just say that, drawers have been organized and I still have to remember where everything is. I'm still looking for that spatula I was trying to find.
That's a good spatula.
It's a wooden spatula with a hole in it. It's really good.
I've used it many times with you.
Yes. I have since gotten more spatulas. Yes.
Well, that's good, babes.
That is good, but I'm looking for the one spatula.
But do you like having your place back? It sounds like you do.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really do. Because as much as I appreciate having my relative here and being around my relatives, I appreciate them more when I'm gone from them more, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you this or not. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to come back last week, but that didn't happen.
No.
And so I do these virtual get-togethers with friends because of COVID.
Right.
On Monday, I'm talking with the guys, and I tell them the story about how, Alana's relative came into town in October, and the trip just keeps extending itself and keeps going on. And one of my friends is laughing and thinking it's funny. Mm-hmm. The other one says, well, it seems like you used to be a little bit more flexible with people from South Asian cultures. And
what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he says, well, a lot of times in these cultures, they don't look at time the same way that we do.
That's different, though.
I know.
That's totally different. Because I'm not in the Philippines.
That's what I was trying to explain.
Exactly.
But this is a friend who is a little bit like into his own world.
Sounds like it. Nice guy, though.
Yeah, I'm sure you have an idea of who I'm referring to.
I think so. Yes. I can only guess who that is. I'm guessing it's who I think it is.
Yes.
But no, that would make more sense if you actually are in that country.
Exactly. That's what I told
That makes a lot more sense. But this is a state where time is different than Filipino time. My relatives joke that when they're late, they're on Filipino time, but that really is late.
That was the thing in Hawaii. We'd always say we're on Hawaiian time.
Yeah.
Whenever we were late.
Yeah, or sometimes people are like, "Oh, we're fashionably late," you know. But that's just not being punctual.
Right.
I'm a very punctual person.
I am too.
And I don't like it when people are not punctual. And I don't like it. You know what that really gets me?
What's that?
Is when everybody gets ready and they're on time, but there's just one person that's always the last person to get ready.
Okay, so I went to Salt Lake City.
As have I, yes.
Right, but this was a few years ago with me before we met.
Yes.
And I'm with a group of people, one of which was a hardcore vegan.
Oh,
and,
okay.
It's the same. I've talked about him before. His shtick was he couldn't eat meat, and his wife liked to cheat on him a lot, and he loved it. So one day I'm getting ready, and he's like, "Hey, Rick, everybody's waiting on you. Let's go." So I quickly rush to get ready. I go upstairs, and everybody's just hanging around. Nobody's going anywhere.
Oh, ow.
And he just threw my quota, babes.
I'm sorry,
That's
bub.
okay, babes.
I'm sorry.
Yes. But I remember being really, really upset with him.
I would be upset too.
Luckily, we don't talk anymore.
I would be upset too.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that the first time it happened?
It was the first time that had happened. But, he was always into, weird stuff like that.
That's just wrong.
Yes, I know, babes.
But, you know what I would have done if I was you?
Raise the middle finger.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't do that. It's a little rude. But I would say, hey, you know what? Worry about yourself before worrying about what I'm doing.
Yeah, this guy had the tendency to yell, and I didn't want to get into it with him.
Yeah.
A little bit of an unstable personality.
Sounds like it.
Yes.
Sounds like he's got to go do a schwink.
Oh, this person needs a team of psychologists to look at him.
Now, as much as I'm not really into that stuff, maybe he's one of the people that needs it more than somebody like myself. I don't know.
I do think that this person needs intensive therapy, several times a week for a long period of time.
5 days a week.
Yes.
5 days a week.
For years.
For years.
And then maybe we'd begin to see some progress.
Right. Looking all at his idiosyncrasies and asinine comments and
yes.
Well, anyway.
Enough about him.
He's not here to defend himself.
Well, good. We could just keep piling on then.
No, it's okay. I'd rather not.
Okay. It's different being back here, babes. You've rearranged the place, you and your relative.
Yes, and I honestly like it.
It's nice.
I do like it. I like the rug. I love that I have a coffee table here. I'm still waiting to get a dining table, but that will come when it comes.
When we went in to take the nap, your bed was very comfortable.
Oh, yes.
And I like that you have more than one blanket on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes. That was a lot of fun, babes.
Yes. It's a very comfortable bed. And sometimes in the morning, I'm just like, I don't want to get out of bed because I'm just that comfortable. Yeah.
Have you done any cooking since you came back?
I have not.
What did you eat yesterday?
I ate a leftover sandwich that I was sent home with. It was a roast beef. It was really good too. Yes. And then I had some leftovers, which unfortunately is not more than one serving. And that was actually made before I left.
And you just left it on the counter so it would be here when you came home?
No, I left it in the freezer and then I put it in the fridge when I came back. Why would I leave it on the counter?
I don't know, babes.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be edible afterwards. Oh, isn't that terrible?
Yes.
Salmonella, not good.
No, babes.
E. coli, not good.
They are not our friends.
No. I remember seeing this commercial. I think it was about like food poisoning or something. And this girl in the commercial was saying, "My Nana always taught me to keep the steaks tender, to keep it out." and I'm like, don't do. And then it said, "Don't do that. Always make sure that your steaks are cooked to a good temperature before eating."
I was house sitting for these people who had just had a baby.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch the kid. That didn't interest me.
They had a baby.
And they took the baby with them when they went on the trip. So.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm at their house and I'm looking at the refrigerator, and apparently parents of newborns have these like stickers showing different funny things. So their sticker is, know which person to hire to take care of your kid and which ones not to. And it showed a picture of a lady who looked confident and a homeless guy.
Was it? What did they have stickers in the refrigerator?
No, it was on the door.
Did you thought that was funny?
I did.
Do I know any of them?
You met the husband.
Oh, okay. I think I know. Okay. All right. And they put the sticker on the door.
It made me laugh.
That is really funny. So there's a lady and then there's a homeless guy.
Yes.
Was there any other pictures?
There were, but those are the ones that stick out in my mind.
That's great.
Yes.
That's really funny.
Yes, it was, babes.
It's very funny.
And they don't live that far from here, Jaylo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We could walk there in maybe 35, 40 minutes.
I don't want to do that.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. It's brainy.
These people might have an issue with me. I don't know.
Well, at least one of them might, right?
Yes. I got a weird email from one of them once. But that's a story for another time, babes.
Oh, I think you told me about that too.
Yes.
And I met the other one a couple times.
Yep, babes.
Yes, kind of interesting.
Yes, gee. Well.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, babes. Are you worried that your cooking skills may have fallen off?
No.
Okay.
No. Now that I have a slow cooker, there's so many things I can do with it. And there's a couple of recipes that my relatives have that can be made in the slow cooker. So I'm excited to do that.
I love mine.
Yeah. I love mine too. Mine's cute.
Yes.
I like it. It's a really cute little one.
And you also have a rice cooker too.
I do. It's cute. Very cute.
That's very cool, babes.
Yes, it is. And I still think it's the easiest way to make rice if you don't want to make it on the stove.
I've never used one. I got to try one.
Yes. This one is pretty, my relatives have, I don't know if they still have their rice cooker, but they had a bigger one. But all this needs is 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. And then I just rinse out the rice once, pour out the water, put it back into the basket, and close the lid and plug it in and turn it on. And it cooks it.
Are you going to make like teriyaki chicken with rice this next week?
I don't know about that. I've never made teriyaki chicken, but I heard that you can make it in a slow cooker, and you can also do that with pulled pork.
That's good stuff, babes.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Have you made teriyaki chicken in the past?
Yes, a long, long time ago. I'm thinking about doing it again because I actually bought some chicken thighs.
Ooh.
So I might do that on Monday.
Boneless ones?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you, what ingredients do you need for that?
You just need the chicken and really the teriyaki sauce.
Okay.
So if I remember right, and again, it's been years, you throw it in a pan on the stove that's like already been heated up and some oil. You let it cook for like 3 or 4 minutes. You flip it to the other side, the same thing, and then you pour in your sauce and you coat it. And then it's pretty much ready to go. Now, again, it's been such a long time that I may have to watch a few YouTube videos to do a quick refresher.
Yes.
But that's how I remember it going.
And I'm guessing that these thighs are boneless and skinless, right?
I already said that, babes. Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Oh.
I think you could also make it in a slow cooker because I saw a recipe, and oddly enough, I think it was a recipe that Nancy Grace did.
Somebody's dead baby is still missing. Now let's make some chicken. While this is going on, I want to tell you about some more dead babies while we're waiting for our chicken to finish.
All right.
Was it like that?
No.
Okay.
No, she was actually making teriyaki chicken.
Wow.
Yeah, she was in her crock pot or slow cooker. I think that's what it was. Yes.
I want to tell you about this father who cooked his dead baby.
Okay.
Much like we're doing, except we're using a chicken.
You know what?
What? Oh no, no chicken. Babies.
Dead baby.
Anybody? Dead baby? Anybody want some dead baby? Anybody want some dead baby back ribs?
Where did that come from again?
I don't remember. I think
Dead baby?
God, somewhere, some other podcast. I'm sure I heard it.
Dead baby?
Anybody? Dead baby anymore?
Might have been a show.
Yes.
Wow. Yes. No, but I heard you can do that.
Cook dead baby in the
No.
Oh. Chicken.
Teriyaki chicken.
Okay. All right.
You stop it.
Sorry, babes. I didn't know. What have you? Speaking of shows.
Yes.
Sometime this weekend, we are going to watch the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reunion.
Yay.
Yes. How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited. I mean, I'm anxious to see how they are now, and how much they've grown. And that was like one of my favorite shows as a kid. I used to watch it every Monday before Blossom.
At 8 p.m.
Yes. 7 a.m. Or 7 p.m. Hawaii time.
Oh, that's correct. Yes.
Not 7 a.m. 7 p.m. Hawaii time. But yeah, I watched it. I watched those two shows until I moved.
Yeah, I think it's really big of Will Smith to have Janet Hubert on it.
I think it is too. After how long it's been since she has not been on the show, and what I've been hearing about that.
That says something about his character.
It does. It really does. I think it's great that he wants to give her a chance.
Yeah.
And that he's willing to bury the hatchet.
That's so cool.
It is very cool. And she was honestly best Vivian.
Oh, there's not even any comparison. The other lady might have just been wallpaper.
She was nice, but she just didn't have that. She just didn't have that thing that Janet Hubert brought to the cast.
Yes.
She just didn't seem like she would be good for the part, even though she may have been really nice and nice to work with. I wonder if they're both going to be on there.
I think so.
That is going to be interesting.
Yeah. It should be fun, babes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you will.
Yes. Yes.
This has been a very interesting week.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite radio show, The Howard Stern Show, we found out will be continuing on for another 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
My Jaylo comes back to town. And we find out that Donald Trump has been working with space aliens, according to a scientist from the Israeli government.
Yeah, and I am completely throwing that out. Yeah. I remember you told me that, and I'm like, are you seriously going to sit there and make me think that that's really true?
No, it was reported on by NBC News.
Yeah, but NBC isn't really a reputable source anymore.
Well, I can make the argument that they've never been one. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of media is reporting on this story.
I didn't hear anything about that.
We talked about it in the international group that I'm a part of.
Oh, Oh, about the government and aliens?
About how this Israeli scientist said that our government, along with the Israelis, are working with aliens on a base on Mars. And Trump was asked not to tell the American people about the aliens.
That's so weird. I think it's way too far-fetched.
I am not a Donald Trump fan. However, if this is true and he's working with the aliens, that is pretty cool.
I'm very skeptical about anyone working with aliens.
Yes. I'm noticing from all the noise that in the future we might want to do this in the bedroom because there's a lot of background noise with that window.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, this is how we find out, babes. So tomorrow we'll do it.
But I like broadcasting from living rooms.
Oh, I do too when they're not as noisy. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah, but that's all right, babes. This is we live and we learn.
Though I do live in the city.
That's right.
So do you.
I do. I live in a better part of the city.
Oh,
I do.
Well, it is, but I mean.
But it's weird. I was thinking about that this week, and in normal times, I love where I live. Mm-hmm. But during COVID, it doesn't really matter that much.
Right. Well, I mean, you're right because I mean, not a lot of things are open. You can only if you want to get anything from a restaurant, it's either delivery or takeout. Stores are limiting capacity. I mean, yeah, I know.
I got to share with you again the story about my friend and his Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember you told me about that the other day.
I feel so sorry for this person.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of background. This person threw an event, which is where Alana and I met. Mm-hmm. Okay. He has a wife and 2 sons who are both teenagers. Mm-hmm. So this person is really into Thanksgiving, but he didn't want to make an entire huge meal for his family. Mm-hmm. Couple days before the holiday, he's online and he sees that this food cart in North Portland is advertising that they're going to be giving away Thanksgiving dinner to the first people who show up. So it's first come, first serve. Mm-hmm. My friend does his due diligence and actually calls up the owner of the food cart.
Good for him.
And asks, hey, is there going to be enough people if we get there early? According to him, the lady said, I'm making so much food, I'm not worried about running out. There's going to be enough food for hundreds of people.
Right.
Okay. So the food cart is set to open at I want to say 2:30. Mm-hmm. His family gets there at around 12.
Oh, so early.
There's already a line around the block, but he waits there. Mm-hmm. His wife is on social media. She notices that on Twitter, the owner of the food cart said, there's a line around the block, but I have enough food to feed 5 blocks of people. So, okay, they're waiting in line. It's now 4 o'clock. They've been waiting in line for 4 hours.
Oh, no.
And the lady runs out of food about 12 people before it gets to them.
Oh, no.
So now they hop in their cars.
That's terrible.
Their car.
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Yes.
And they find some place that's doing Italian takeouts. Mm-hmm. And they get a ton of pasta. They said it was really good, but I would have been so furious, babe.
I would have been upset because this person is supposed to be doing a service for the community and making all this food and advertising on social media that, hey, I've got enough food to feed an army.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then come to find out one family doesn't have any food.
Well, it's more than that.
More than that.
It's one family that I know.
One family that we both know, yes.
Yes.
Well, kind of.
I know them a lot better, but you met them. What?
Most of them. Oh. Actually, yeah.
You've not met their kids, have you?
No.
I like their kids.
No, I think
they seem like good kids.
I think we may have passed one of them on our walk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then you pointed him out, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I never met the kids.
Yeah, their kids are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, That's terrible. I would hate to spend Thanksgiving waiting in line for 4 hours just to get food.
And they didn't even get it.
I know. Oh, that's terrible.
Not there, at least.
No. That is terrible. I think the next the couple things that they should do in the future. Number one, either cook the food, or number two, look for a restaurant that's actually delivering or taking out and buy the food from the restaurant.
Yeah, they're actually doing a Christmas meal.
Okay.
So I don't know how much I'm supposed to give away, but my friend is cooking prime rib and lamb.
Oh, well, I'm not a lamb person, but prime rib.
Lamb. I love both of them.
Oh, but prime rib. You know, one of my relatives made prime rib for Thanksgiving, but I didn't
get told me.
To have it. I did have a lot of steak, though.
Oh, you didn't have any of the prime rib?
No, because that's okay though.
Why not?
I that's all right though. I had other steak, so it was,
no. But why didn't you have any prime rib?
Because I wasn't at their house.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I wasn't at their house, and they didn't come over that time.
Oh, good.
But we had enough steak for us. And then the next day, my relative made more steak and gravy for the steak, and it was just yummy.
That sounds amazing, babes.
It does sound amazing. Oh. Well, they're going to pull all the stops for Christmas. That's good.
Oh, that's good. But we're going to be here together, babes.
That's right. And we're going to have a lot of turkey.
I know.
Oh, my.
But we are going to enjoy 22 pounds of white bird this year.
That's okay though, because
it has some dark meat bit.
We can make them into sandwiches. We could even make a soup out of it.
We could.
We could do like open face sandwiches with mashed potatoes. Yeah. We're
gonna have fun this year, babes.
We are.
I'm excited.
We have an idea for doing a smoked ham, but we're not even sure we're gonna do that yet.
Yeah, because you had said the other day that it's going to be a lot of food, so we might want to wait until New Year's until we do that.
Yeah, I think that's best. Yeah. Yes. Because we're going to have we're going to be turkeyed out.
I believe so.
But I don't get to have turkey very often, and I didn't have turkey this year for Thanksgiving, so.
Oh, good you. Whoa.
Yeah.
See, you should have stayed here. We could have made the 22 pounds turkey then, because I had it back then.
I know, but the plan was to go for Thanksgiving. So.
I know, babe, but maybe you could have stayed here for both. But the moment is past. Babes.
The moment is past. I can't change it now.
At least you're going to be here when I'm birthday boy.
Yeah, because you're almost birthday boy.
Oh, we go birthday boy.
You're birthday boy. You're birthday boy.
We go birthday boy.
You're birthday boy.
We go birthday boy.
So, should I mention what happened when I got back? About the mail?
If you want to.
I guess. I came back to my apartment and I noticed that there were 2 boxes, which I do have to show you actually. One of them was open, which I don't know why. I don't even know what was supposed to be in there. And then the other one was a box that was not open. So I have yet to find out what it is.
That is so strange.
It is very strange.
So there was nothing in the open box.
I don't know because I wasn't able to. I didn't open it all the way.
Interesting. Okay. If it was me, I would have just felt inside there immediately.
Well, I felt something. All I could feel was paper, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't anything in there because I haven't. Anyway, I'll have to show you.
There we go, babes.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah. Yes. I have to figure. It was very strange.
I understand that you were finally done with the Anne series.
Yes, and it was very good. Now, I will say this. As good as this book was, I liked the other books better because they were novels.
But overall,
it was good. And after reading the afterword, it's possible that there may have been 100 more pages missing because there were some parts of stories that were left out. And the people that were working on the project had to figure out where they were because the person that was writing the afterword was talking about the 3 typescripts that they read of Lucy Maud Montgomery's work on this book.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that they lost so much of her stuff.
For the book, yeah, but it was still good. I mean, the person who wrote it later on, who finished it, was really good at trying to piece it together.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, babes.
Yeah, but if you ask me, the other books are better than this one, even though I thought it was good how they ended it.
What's your favorite book in the series?
There's so many. Well, I think that that the very first book in the series is probably my favorite one because that was the one that started everything. Well, they did make a prequel to it, but I don't really count that.
Okay.
But the first one was really good, and all of them were really good. They all had a uniqueness to them. I did like the one where Anne Shirley is engaged to Gilbert Blythe, and she moves to this place called Summerside because she's a principal at a high school, and she lives and I guess in those books they name their houses. So she lived in a house called Windy Poplars, and poplars I guess are flowers. And she talks about her adventures and characters that she meets along the way in that region.
Nice, babe.
It was a fun book.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I liked all the books. But I think all of them just had a uniqueness. I'm not actually sure which is my ultimate favorite, but I will say that one of my favorites is the very first book.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know, babes.
Yeah.
Yes. Have you downloaded Animal Farm yet?
Not yet. I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I'm going to download those 2 Orwell books on, I think, sometime this weekend.
Nice, babes.
Yeah.
And I realized I forgot to bring a thumb drive with the Faith Healers on it.
Oh.
Although, you know what? I might have it on my phone.
Okay.
In which case, we could probably plug it into your computer and get it off.
I don't know. We'll see about that.
Okay, babe.
I don't know.
Yes.
Possibly.
I'm so excited to start reading books with you again, Jaylo.
Yeah. Why don't you wait on that, Bubs?
Okay.
Why don't you save it on a thumb drive? I'm not sure how it's going to work with your phone. That's why.
Well, it's fairly straightforward. Oh, you know what? You're right, because I know on the Mac OS, you need a special app to interface with Android. I'm not quite sure how it works on Apple, though.
Or on Windows.
Or on Windows, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it's best to just save it to a thumb drive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yes. It'll be nice to read books with you again, babes.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this week, Jay Wool.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm also excited about the movies we selected for this weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
And tell me again which one when those were.
Tonight, we are going to be watching the 1994 film Love and Death. I'm not thinking right today. Okay, let me start over again. Pretend that never happened.
All right.
Take 2. Tonight, we are going to start with the 1994 film Barcelona.
Okay.
Followed by the 98 classic Love and Death on Long Island. And
you said there was a lot of funny parts in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Tomorrow, just to know what we have coming up, Jackie Brown and an Alana Jaylo pick.
Crooklyn.
Yes.
And I think you'll like Crooklyn. It's a fun movie.
I am very excited to see what you think of Jackie Brown. And a couple of my friends are interested too.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they do use some strong language in it.
Yeah, but a lot of the stuff you showed me already had strong language in it.
Oh, they use the N-word a lot in Jackie Brown. But it's done, you'll have
Okay, so that's what you meant by strong language.
That's what I meant by strong language.
Yeah, well, what about the Bad News Bears? I mean, all these kids were shouting racist stuff at each other.
Yeah, but that's a family movie.
No, it's not.
It was rated G when it came out, I think.
You said it was PG. You said it was like a PG-13 or something.
No. What I said was it was PG. I think it was either G or PG. And I said if it came out today, it would either be 13 or an R.
I think it should have been at least a 13.
Oh.
Yeah, that was kind of a disturbing movie in some ways.
Is that the most disturbing film I've shown you?
Shawshank Redemption was good, but there's also some disturbing parts.
Yeah, but overall as a film,
yeah.
Which one do you think is better, Shawshank or Bad News Bears?
Okay, Shawshank is better. Bad News Bears, I don't care if I ever watch it again. I don't know.
Okay, so I
don't see the appeal really.
So I don't think it's the greatest movie ever made, but as far as kids sports movies goes, I think it holds up.
Mm. So in Jackie Brown, because you mentioned the N-word, right? In Jackie Brown, is it because of the time that it was I'm not at the time, but the time it was based on?
It's because it's kind of like an underworld movie. And I will say that all the people who use it in the movie, not that this makes it right, but they're all black.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right.
No, but it's not like white guys just throwing it around.
Of course not. They would be Bubs. No, they don't.
Oh, sorry. I thought that Kimmy Gibbler overused it, but that's
no. This was definitely a family show.
Okay, good.
Jackie Brown, not so much a family movie.
No, but I think you're gonna like the movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As much as I hate that word, I think I will.
I'm not a fan of racial slurs.
No, from anybody. It doesn't matter who it is.
But I think in the context of the movie, it'll work for you, if that makes any sense.
It does not make sense.
Okay, so you know how there's things you don't like, and I'm just speaking about people in general, okay. But in a certain context, it makes sense. I think it's that way with Jackie Brown.
It makes sense in the context.
Yes, because of the characters who are using it.
Okay.
So again, it goes back to these are underworld characters who are using it. They're not like respected.
So they're below the. Yeah.
So, like for example, Samuel L. Jackson plays Ordell Roby, and he uses the word more than anybody. But he's also a gun runner in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So he's a criminal.
All right.
Yes. One of my favorite movies, babes. And we had also talked about possibly, either today or tomorrow, maybe on Sunday, listening to some Ken Burns country music. Mm-hmm. Which I have on my phone was. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, we good. Because I haven't found it on the drive yet, so.
But you haven't really looked at that drive I gave you.
No,
right?
I know. I've been gone for so long, and yeah.
I'm interested to see what you think of The Drive.
I know, me too.
And the documentary. I gave you The Drive like 4 or 5 months ago.
I know. I just haven't. It's still there.
Yes. So I'm thinking for our next anniversary, I'm going to get you a box with nothing in it and just hope that you don't share.
Hey.
I'm just joking there, babes.
Hey.
Sorry, babes.
Okay, you know what?
Hey, boys. Can I get a kiss? Oh, you make it. Jaylo. Mm-hmm. What do you think of the vaccine?
Oh boy.
Or do you not want to get into it here?
I'll only say my piece and I won't say any more.
Okay.
That's all, because I don't really want to dwell on this one. Let's say for the record that I will not be the first one taking it. I'm very, very, I'm not really, into taking vaccines anyway. I mean, at least not since I've gotten older, because of what could be in it. I mean, it's not like how it was like 30 or 40 years ago when I was much younger. And, the vaccines were more straightforward then. But I will not be the first person, one of the first people to take it.
I'm going to wait until the summer to see how things are looking. But if they look somewhat reasonable, then I'll probably get it. Yes. Because I want to go back outside, babe.
Well, do me a favor if you decide to take it.
What's that?
Please, please, please research the ingredients.
I will do that, babes.
Please.
Yes.
Really, really do your research on the ingredients, because I really don't want to hear horror stories about,
I heard that they make it with like salmonella, mercury,
nanobites.
I
don't know about salmonella.
No, I will do some research for sure.
I think you should. I mean, it's you have to know what's going into your body. You cannot just put whatever you want in there.
True, but I do want to go back to living a life.
Yeah, but and by the way, if you do get something like that, most likely you're not going to die from it. You aren't.
Right, but the point is, society is still closed.
I understand
and
that.
And I want it to open up.
But the only way that it's going to open up is if the powers that be let it open up. It has nothing to do with the vaccine.
Okay.
They're going to use it as an excuse, I think.
Oh. Well, we'll see what happens. I think
it's that they're pushing it.
I will tell you, I was a little bit freaked out earlier this week. I was watching the news, and yes, they can lie.
Yes.
This was the local news, and they were saying that a 37-year-old man died, and he had no underlying health conditions. And he had like COVID since, I think, the day after Thanksgiving, he was diagnosed.
After Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Oh.
And that kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. I don't know. I was wondering, though, Bubs.
What's up, babe?
Because I think I asked you the other night. You know when somebody is determined that someone's death is determined that it was... I wonder how the coroner and like the medical examiner that does the autopsies, I wonder how they determine that.
Yeah, like why put natural causes instead of like a heart attack, which is a natural thing, right?
Well, it shouldn't happen.
No, but you know what I mean. Why say natural causes instead of saying a heart attack?
Right. I mean, is it a natural cause? Because it's one thing if someone dies in their sleep because their heart stops, because that's because they gotten old. But then how do they determine it's natural cause? I don't know.
I'm sure there's a way. I just don't have the medical expertise to give you a clear answer.
That someone just got old and died when they were supposed to die.
Kick the bucket.
Bought the farm.
Yeah, they were saving up all their life. And when they were asleep, they finally realized they had enough money. So they bought the farm.
They bought the farm?
Yes.
Well, if they kicked the bucket, where'd the bucket go?
I don't know, babes.
That's funny.
Straight to hell with the buckets.
Let's see. Kicked the bucket, bought the farm, pushing the daisies or whatever it is.
Pushing up daisies.
Or pushing up daisies, yeah.
Going 6 feet under.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Yes. Well, that's if you're killed by the mob.
That's right. That's what they call it in Chicago, I think. I heard.
Okay.
Sleeping with the fishes.
I don't know about that, Jaylo.
Well, no. One of my relatives is no longer here.
And they were in the mob or what?
No.
Okay.
They explained to me. I'll just say it was my uncle. Anyway, he was explaining to me that in Chicago, they're saying for somebody dying is sleeping with the fishes.
Well, I'm glad he was not in the mob.
No.
But
he was very smart, though.
That's good.
He told me what capiche meant.
Very good.
You know what capiche... I don't even remember what language it is.
I don't know what language either, babes.
But you know what it is, right?
It's like agreeing, right?
No, it's basically if someone says, do you understand?
Capiche.
Capiche?
Yeah, you're agreeing that you understand.
Right, capiche, yes.
Capiche.
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 He told me what capiche meant. Yep.
Oh my goodness, babes.
He was a very smart person.
Oh, I'm glad, babes.
I didn't always agree with him, but he was very smart.
Uh-oh. A little bit too liberal for you?
I don't know. He just... Well, I found some things that he had said before that I was like, whoa, really?
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. We don't have to get into that.
We don't have to get into that. He was my uncle, and I loved him very much.
That's good, babes.
Yes.
That's good, babes. That's good, babes.
Yes.
Yes, babes. I feel like this is short, but we've covered a few things, babes.
We did. How long is this? Is it like 30 minutes?
Something like that. Maybe a little bit longer, but not by much.
Yeah.
Also, I also feel like this is good because we're getting back into the groove of it.
Yes.
So this isn't our best one, right? But tomorrow we're going to have more to talk about because we're going to have the movies, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. But before we go,
yes.
What, if any, dreams have you been having recently?
I haven't had a dream lately. Not for a while.
I had one a couple of nights ago.
Oh, did I know about this one? I don't remember.
Well, first of all, let me say this.
Okay.
That is not to do with dreams.
Okay.
Yesterday, I had this weird pain in my side.
Oh, no.
And it wasn't extreme. It was just enough to where I noticed. Mm-hmm. So, you know me, I'm freaking out. I'm thinking, what if I have kidney stones?
Yeah.
But I have the hugest ones ever. And so I started drinking a ton of water.
Yeah.
And just doing these air kicks in my apartment.
Air kicks, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I have it in my head that if you have kidney stones, if you walk around or something, it'll help break them up. And since I couldn't really do that, I just started kicking my legs up in the air.
Yeah.
And today I feel better. So hopefully I didn't have kidney stones and hopefully it's not cancer.
It could have been gas.
Really? On my side?
Well, that could have been. I don't know. Sometimes that can happen.
Is that a real thing? Is it just something you said?
Well, okay. So I don't know if it happens to guys, but I don't know. Well, I mean, how was the pain sharp?
It was just a little bit of pain.
Was it dull?
What does dull mean?
Dull. Is it a dull pain?
Is dull's continuous?
No, a dull pain is it's lesser than sharp.
It's lesser than sharp. Yeah, it was a dull pain.
Did you put any anything on your side to make it feel better?
No.
No, okay.
I just wanted to acknowledge that in case I die tonight.
You're not going to.
Then you'll be able to tell the.
Which side exactly was it on?
It was on my right side. So if I could see your hand,
yes,
right in this area.
Okay. It may just be a little gas.
I hope so. I hope it's not a stone.
Because sometimes it could happen. You may just have to get something out of your system.
I hope it's not a stone.
No, I heard they hurt you much worse.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, I know people that had kidney stones.
So do I.
And I know people that have had to have surgery, and it's worse.
So I have a really good friend who had kidney stones, and he said that it hurt, but it wasn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
I wouldn't say that because I know someone who had 13 stones.
Well,
her.
Oh, I didn't know that women got them.
Yes, they do.
Really?
And from what I understand, it's not fun.
Ouch.
So, no. If men thinks they hurt, women go through it too.
Well, my friend said that he didn't think that they hurt that much. He said it was painful, but not as painful as you would think. But I'll tell you on the side, a funny story about my grandfather, who I've talked about here. But this is a story that I don't think you've heard.
Okay.
My grandfather had kidney stones. Mm-hmm. Back in the 90s. At least I think he did. Mm-hmm. So when I'm about 11, he picks me up to go out to dinner. Mm-hmm. I was yeah, I had kidney stones and I had to go in and have them taken out. And he's like, you want to feel them? And he hands me this rock.
Oh, I think I remember this one. Go on.
Yeah, and it made me laugh. And then I'm a little kid, so I'm thinking, is this what a kidney stone is? It was just really, really freaky. Now I know they're these little things, but at the time I'm do I have to pass?
No, some of them are big.
Wow.
I mean, I knew this person will not be named, but he had to go into the hospital at least twice to get rid of them.
That's
and they're not just little things. Some of them are big, and you have to and doctors have to go in there and crush them.
All right, let me tell you a Lyndon Johnson story.
About kidney stones?
Yes, because I'm on the 3rd volume of his biography that seems to be never ending.
Never.
I'm like 23 hours into this, and I'm not even halfway through.
Oh, wow.
The 3rd book. Anyways, in the 2nd book, he was running for political office. I want to say it was the Senate race in 1948. And Lyndon Johnson was like doubled over in pain. He could barely walk. They determined that he had a kidney stone. And I believe he had 9 weeks left in the campaign. They told him, listen, we can do surgery. It's relatively safe, but you're going to need 6 weeks of recovery time.
Ooh.
Johnson says no, he's just going to deal with the pain. So he keeps on campaigning, and he does it really hard.
Yes.
He starts to have fevers.
Oh, no.
Starts to hallucinate.
Uh-oh.
Now, mind you, this is the 1940s.
Yes.
So we're dealing with kind of primitive technology.
Right, Very primitive. Yeah.
Finally, one of the people who's out on the campaign with him just like takes him to the hospital. And Johnson still doesn't want to do anything about it. They fly in his wife. The guy says, you need to talk to him. If he doesn't have surgery, he could die.
Right, because back then they didn't know how to deal with it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So she goes in, she talks to them. The doctor is not even sure that they can perform the operation because they think it's lodged. And they think that it's very risky. And even with the operation, he still might not make it because he waited so long. They take him into the operating room. A couple hours later, the doctor comes out and he's like, it's a miracle. We got it out of him. And like the next day, Johnson is back on the campaign trail.
Wow.
Regardless of what you think of his politics, you kind of got to respect somebody who's willing to sacrifice so much for that office.
Oh, the kidney stone. Ugh.
Yeah. They stuck something in his penis and they grabbed it and took it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kidney stones can be all different sizes, and I've talked to more than one person who had kidney stones.
Well,
it's not fun.
I hope the pain is gas and not kidney stones.
I think it might be.
I'm not strong enough to survive kidney stones.
I think you would.
I don't think I am.
And some people do pass them, because some of them do pass, and you don't need to go to the doctor at all, and you can feel them pass. But from what I've heard, they remind me of. It sounds to me like they're kind of like rocks.
It doesn't sound fun, but they're supposedly small rocks, not like the good-sized rocks that my grandfather gave me and said these were his stones.
No, they're all different sizes.
Wow. But I don't think they come out that big. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
it's big enough. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, your friend may not have had a too bad of an experience, but I know of at least 2 people that had to go into the hospital. I
was in the house with him. So he had them twice. And the second time, I was actually in the same house with him when he passed it.
Oh.
And he just came out and he's like, I just passed a kidney stone.
But it's not good. I would not want to have one.
No.
It was horrible for the woman that I knew who had it.
I didn't even know that women could get them. You would think that I would know something like that.
13 of them, Bubs.
At one time or within the course of her lifetime?
No, at one time, Bubs.
Ooh.
Yeah. Awful. Yeah.
I would prefer death, I think.
But there are things that you could probably get at a health food store that will make it so that if you do have a kidney stone, if you take a certain pill, it will crush it.
Like, what would you recommend? Dr. Jaylo?
No, I'm not a Dr. Jaylo.
Go ahead, recommend.
No, I'm not going to recommend it.
Okay.
I've never taken it, so.
You have a name of a product in mind?
Not right now, anyway.
Okay.
But I'm sure that if you go to a health food store, they'll have something that will be able to crush stones the minute they come.
Yeah, we could, Jay. Well, hopefully this isn't that.
Right. I don't think so. I think you would know.
I mean, you would think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and you've been drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, I'm a big water person.
So I heard that somebody who gets kidney stones, it's not just that it's it's not just because of calcium deposits, because some people can develop that, but it's also if they're not drinking a lot of water too.
I've heard that too.
And because you drink a lot of water, so.
Yes.
And I drink water all the time.
Yeah, we should probably have some water after doing this. We might even want to eat some food or...
Yes.
Yes. I didn't tell you my dream yet, though, babes.
Oh, yes, I want to hear that.
Oddly enough, it has the same person who passed the kidney stones.
Oh.
I don't know if he would want his name out here, but
Probably not.
He's a great guy.
And I know him?
You know of him.
I know of him.
Yes.
Okay. I can...
But this is one of the people who I actually like.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, we're sharing a bedroom. He has one bed. I have the other one. Mm-hmm. And we go to sleep one night. We wake up and he says, okay, Rick, it's time to hit the road. He goes out to the car to meet the rest of the people while I'm packing. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at my CDs thinking about which ones I should bring. I pack a couple. I take them out. Then I put them back in. Then I look at them again. And then I run to the car. And that's when I wake up.
Oh, that's weird.
Yes.
Wow. And where exactly were you going in your dream?
I'm not sure. Some type of a road trip.
Okay.
And
it's very weird.
This room, I got the impression that we were just staying there overnight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many people were you guys supposed to meet?
I don't know. A few others, though.
Okay.
Because he was out in the car with everybody else.
That is a weird dream.
And I was headed to it when I woke up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a weird dream.
It was. Any thoughts on the meeting, babes?
Are you thinking about taking any road trips?
I would love to. I don't know if it's feasible, though, with the pandemic.
Yeah, road trips can be fun, and it also depends on how far you're driving, too.
I've thought that maybe what it means is I feel too contained.
Maybe.
And the road trip is saying that I escape.
Yeah.
Or that I need to. And I'm rushed because time is running out on life.
Right. Or maybe you just have cabin fever and that's it.
That's possible, babes.
Cabin fever, not good.
How you liking banging on my leg, babes? I think it's kind of cute.
Do you really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's nobody here I can do this to.
Oh, hey,
Does it hurt?
No.
Oh, good.
Hey, I'm here, okay.
You think it's cute, huh?
Yeah, okay.
Well, about this?
You just squeeze my nose. I can't watch.
No, I'm just, I am just very happy to see you because it feels like I haven't seen you since the last time I did. And even though it might have been 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
No, it was like 3.
Oh, maybe it was.
Because it was before Thanksgiving.
Well, no, because I left on the 24th.
I know. And it was before Thanksgiving.
It was before Thanksgiving, yes.
I came over here. Your relative was in the room most of the time. I asked you to straddle me.
I said no.
Yeah, even though you had your clothes on. And eventually...
We have to talk about that.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. Your relative came out here and we ordered some Panda Express, which is really good.
It is very good.
Oh my God, that was good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That, babe, is what makes me want to make teriyaki chicken.
Oh, what I had was delicious. I had teriyaki chicken in mine, and I'm like, oh, I haven't had teriyaki chicken in years.
I know, me too.
I actually had teriyaki chicken like the other day before I left for the train station, actually.
Did your relative make it, or did you get it?
My relative bought it, and she just coated it with the sauce that it came with, and it was just as good.
That sounds awesome.
I love teriyaki chicken.
Yes.
Num, num, num.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah.
So, Jaylo,
yes.
After we stop doing this, do you think we should listen to a country music thing, or do you want to watch a Deep Space Nine episode? Do you want to do the Fresh Prince reunion? What are you thinking?
I want to introduce you to a podcast that was introduced to me, and I think you'd get a kick out of it. It's supposed to be, it seems like it's supposed to be scary, but it's funny.
Oh, Welcome to Night Vale.
Yes.
Yes, I've heard of it. We'll check out a couple episodes.
I think you might like it. It's funny. And each episode is different than the other one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We might want to get a little something to eat, too.
Yes.
Yes.
Snacky
with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, babes. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, it's just really nice to be back here again, and I'm anxious to see what happens in the next few days.
Very good. I'm excited to be with you, babes.
Yes.
I am interested to see what the rest of the year brings. And may our alien overlords be kind, merciful, and love me.
And they won't.
You. You don't think so?
I don't think we have alien overlords, but I'll just play along with it.
Very good. So do you think that Trump's friends are like from another dimension then, or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think you might be from another dimension.
Sounds good there, Jaylo.
Yes.
All right, babes.
All right.
Till tomorrow. And also, I think we should record in the bedroom tomorrow just because of the noise. But
until next time.
Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.